Episode 28.
Episode 28.
Roll the intro. Carl.
Couple of issues.
Did you guys notice anything different about Bruce in the intro song?
Those of you listening will never know.
No,
if you
that's
only
true.
listen.
That's true.
I've been getting a lot of hate.
A lot of backlash, a lot of DMs, a lot of hate.
There was a 10,000 person petition signed for Bruce not to drink a sip of water during the intro.
It's funny because I realize that, but I never remember. Every time I'm editing the podcast, I always see you do it, but then after I see it, I totally forget about it.
Okay. I take a sip of water every time the intro rolls. I say, roll the intro, Carl.
Yes.
We actually
I
roll the intro. I take a sip of water because you're not hearing it. That'll be the time
You're
to
right.
drink.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. That's smart.
But now you guys make me self-conscious about my water intake.
I feel like the thing we're getting out of this podcast is just you feeling self-conscious about everything.
Oh, I'm so insecure.
Drink every time Bruce says he's a producer. Have you guys noticed Bruce drinking in the intro every time?
If people didn't
There's
hate
one
on me
more.
so bad. No
What'd you say?
no one's hating. It's just
No,
funny.
not
It's
really.
like, why does he always drink during the
Yeah.
intro?
There's a couple of
What
comments.
was the other one? Oh, cutting you off.
Yeah.
We don't. Let's just kidding. Also today, I'm Bruce, by the way.
Hi, I'm Carly.
We're a couple of issues. The podcast where we talk about all things issues, not just couple related.
Troll.
So I was at a coffee shop today.
Yeah.
You were parking the car. I was getting a coffee, and I was meeting you. We were getting breakfast.
Yes, at 2:30
At 2 p.m.
It was brunch, closer to dinner, but it's fine.
And a fan came up and was like, Bruce? And I immediately thought like, oh, is this somebody I've written with before?
Yeah.
I immediately went to to that. And they were like, can I get a picture with you? And I was like, oh, okay. It's like a vlog squad or koi pond. I don't know.
Yeah.
So I go to take a picture and she goes, you're way shorter than I thought you'd be. And it made me feel like so, it's just so interesting. Because I'm not offended. I know I'm short.
Yeah.
I've been short for 23 years, I feel.
Yeah,
Because
about
I
that.
fell off.
I fell off.
I was like, I remember the doctor pulled the chart out. So sad, by the way. He pulled a chart out and it's like curving. And he's like, okay, so here's the average, height of where you should be.
Yeah.
And then he's like, right about here at age 9, you fell off.
Oh, sad.
Pretty hard.
That's sad he whipped out a chart. I'd be like, just tell me. You don't have to show me.
I know, but every time they would measure me, he would put a little dot. And then he's like, we need to figure out. Because they were talking about, what the hell is it called?
Scoliosis?
What? No.
I don't know. It makes you short because you hunch over.
Not steroid. I forget what they're gonna do, but they would basically give you these shots to potentially make you grow or speed up the process.
Growth hormone?
Yeah, I think actually.
Yeah, that's right. It sounds like it would be that.
Growth hormones,
Growth.
right?
I think so.
I guess.
Is that legal? I don't know.
I didn't do it though. I backed out.
Yeah, we both try them now. We're both 8 feet tall.
I get a beard, and that's it.
I get a beard.
You get a beard, I don't.
Yeah. You get boobs. It's just everything's completely opposite.
Oh my god, we gave you the wrong thing.
Yeah. I feel like I'm just going to do this all the time because I just am obsessed with my nails. If you can't see my nails, they're an amazing almond shape and they're matte olive. So,
Almond shape?
yeah, this is called an almond shape.
Oh, okay.
See? They kind of look like, I guess they don't really look like almonds, but that's just the shape. No, they do.
No, I can see an almond.
So for those of you just listening, you can use your imagination. Don't eat them. You're allergic or whatever.
Or whatever.
You're intolerant. Maybe those growth
A nice
hormones.
olive green, a nice Olive Garden green.
Thank you. Yes, that's exactly what I was going for. Yeah, got my nails done. Aaron and I did a job what's today even? Last week? I don't know. It doesn't matter. We did a job in Vegas, and it was really fun. I think being in Vegas for 2 days is the perfect amount of time to be in Vegas. Do you agree?
Yeah.
If you're on the strip.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. Get in, get out.
Yeah.
100%.
My parents are moving there, so I'm interested to see what it's like being in Vegas, not on the strip.
Yeah.
So that'll be interesting.
That'll be get into the strip, get out, go to your parents, get in, get out. You'll still be able to get out.
Yeah.
For 10
it's
minutes.
So nice living in LA. 10 minutes for real. But yeah, Aaron and I had a job there, and it was really cool. They booked us on it's called Jet Suite X. It's like a private plane, private jet type of thing. And like all our friends have done it a lot. Like Zane does it quite often. They go to like Vegas and San Francisco, places that are really close. And it was so cool because we get dropped off from our Uber at this like hangar that's next to the Burbank airport. Yeah. And the plane is inside. Like we're literally next to the plane, just sitting on a couch, drinking a soda. And they don't even like check your bag, which I don't understand this. They don't check your bag. They don't scan you. Like, I don't know. It's weird. You could have anything
That's really
with you.
interesting.
They don't look in my purse. Like I had my purse on me the whole time. They didn't even look in it or anything.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I don't know. If anyone knows how that's safe, let us know. Yeah. I think that's interesting.
Yeah, it's a little scary.
Yeah. But you just walk in, you give them your name, you show your ID, and they give you your ticket, and you just walk onto the tarmac, onto the plane 5 minutes before it takes off, and it just flies into Vegas.
I picked you guys up there. It was almost like you it's almost like you get like an oil change at Pep Boys. You know, when they're like, just wait in the area and you see like the other cars.
Yeah.
But instead of cars, they're planes.
Yeah, they're airplanes that fly in the air. But yeah.
And then you danced with some naked Australian men.
Some muscular, half-naked men.
Okay.
Yeah, part of the job was dancing with Thunder Down Under. Or actually it's called Thunder from Down Under, which I didn't know. And they're
Thunder
all
from Down Under.
Yeah, they're literally all from Australia, which, duh, but who knew? And we had to learn a dance. They came in early. It was like 10 a.m., 10 in the morning. We had to learn a dance on their stage with them. It was too early and I was too sober, but it was fun.
Do you think if we went back in time and told 15-year-old Carly, be like, you know what? One day you're going to get flown on this kind of private jet to Vegas and you're going to dance with half-naked Australian men and they're going to teach you a dance. It's going to be a paid opportunity somewhere amidst that.
Okay. I'd be like, what did I get myself into at age 27? Sounds like I'm going down the wrong path, but I'm not. I don't think, anyways.
You're like, so I'm a stripper when I'm older.
Yeah, literally. Like, oh, so I take my clothes off and dance. Sounds cool.
You know what?
But it was fun.
It's kind of like that.
Kind of.
No, not really.
I mean, sort of. But, yeah.
I was all cooped up in the apartment all alone while you were gone.
I'm sorry about that.
No, I got a lot of work done.
Oh, that's good. Because when I'm here, you don't.
I was just waiting for your return.
Yeah.
But I actually got this like crazy opportunity. Networking obviously is the most important thing. It sounds like I'm like doing a brand deal right now. But it's so crazy that like you can meet somebody and be like, yo, like you hit it off with somebody and you don't think twice. You're just like, cool, I move on with my life now. It was awesome meeting that person. And then I get a call like randomly. It was like, yo, I'm going to send your name in to this guy. He needs somebody to like produce out for him. I was like, cool. And it ended up being this like great paid opportunity.
Yeah.
From this guy Nashville recommended me. This guy Drew Smith.
That's
Shout out Drew
sick.
Smith.
Yeah.
From Demolition.
People can be so nice sometimes.
So I just got that this week.
Good job,
so I'm, like,
babe.
So excited.
Maybe I should go out of town more often.
Every time you go out of town.
Seems like something good happens every time I leave. Maybe I should move to Vegas
Let's just test it. Next
right.
week, go away.
All right, I'm going to go to Cabo.
Just like one day, though.
I'm going to go back to Thunder Down Under. How's that?
I don't like that.
Okay, well, you don't get a choice.
That's true. It's your body, your
it's
decisions.
my body.
And if I want to put my body down under, it's
I'm
going
gonna do it.
Okay, be careful where you're going down under.
All right, you're right. Sounds a little risque.
You know what's crazy? It's Thanksgiving.
It is, and it came very fast.
Thursday. Well, you might be listening to this on Thanksgiving. You know?
You and your whole family at dinner listening to our podcast.
You know what?
That's the dream.
Thanksgiving's a holiday, is it not?
Yes, it's a holiday, and it's a great holiday.
And then my birthday's December,
and
so that's
a
kind of a
holiday.
holiday.
You know, it is a holiday.
And then Hanukkah and Christmas.
And Kwanzaa and all of them.
Gifts that have a little bit of you just matter more. The holiday season is upon us, and this week is Thanksgiving. So that, I feel like Thanksgiving officially initiates, we're in holiday season.
Agreed.
November 1st, for most of us, me being included, would consider it is now the holiday season. But a lot of you bah humbugs will consider after Thanksgiving. So now that we're here, no matter where you'll be this holiday season, whether it's skiing the slopes, basking on beaches, or listening to a couple of issues at home with your loved ones, nothing says happy holidays like custom cards, calendars, and photo gifts from Vistaprint. When you open a card or a calendar and you see your friends and family smiling back at you, it just feels like holiday time. It also feels like the person cares because they took the time to make it special. Pick a shape like a square or rounded corners, folded or flat, and then choose one of Vistaprint's gorgeous designs. You can put your favorite picture on most of them and even upload a great shot shot right from your phone.
Love that.
Figure out how many you need and order them in plenty of time for the holidays. Vistaprint has hundreds of card designs from timeless classics to the latest trends. And of course, I say this every time, but it's the best part of it. All custom cards and calendars are 50% off right now. And it's like a Black Friday deal, but like for a long time.
Yeah, and like more money usually.
And your satisfaction is 100% guaranteed, or they'll make it right either by reprinting your order or offering a refund.
You got nothing
And
to
I will
lose.
refund that word because it's refund.
I don't know if I heard you wrong. You said it wrong.
You heard me right.
All right, cool.
So get merry, get jolly, get 50% off all holiday cards and calendars, plus save on other photo gifts at Vistaprint.com. Just enter promo code COI Holiday. That's Vistaprint.com, promo code COI Holiday. Offer valid until January 31st, 2019.
Damn.
That's the longest Black Friday in history.
Yeah, for real.
Shout out Vistaprint.
Love that for us. Love that for you guys too, because that's a good deal.
Maybe if you guys want to like frame a picture, like all the episodes, your favorite episodes,
All the
you
thumbnails.
screenshot them, make
You
a
do.
calendar, and then send them to us.
That'd be great. Use the code. See how it works.
We went to a comedy show Friday.
Yeah, which, surprise, surprise, we went to a comedy show.
I feel like every fucking week we go to
We
one.
kind of do. We've probably talked about this. We love going to the Comedy Store. It's the best comedy club in the United States. Sounds like I'm doing
world.
another ad.
I feel like it is one of the best comedy clubs in the world.
I think it's like named something like that. Like it's
It's named the
known.
Comedy Store.
Oh,
Just kidding.
duh. I forget.
But like legendary people have been there.
Yeah.
Robin Williams, Jane
David
Leno.
Letterman. Like
David Letterman.
when you're in the hallway waiting to get your ticket, there's pictures of all like Roseanne, David Letterman, all these people Ellen, all these people that did stand up
yeah,
there.
Ellen, yeah.
So young too. It's crazy that they just
It's
got their
been
start there.
for a while. There's a lot of like crazy history on
Uh-huh.
Comedy Store. It's like I feel like it's haunted because there's like definitely
Probably.
like stories about it. But
Yeah.
I think it started out as like it was like a restaurant, and then it became a comedy club. And then Mitzi Shore, who I don't know if you know Pauly Shore, but it was his mom like took over the club and like ran it for a while, but
Mm-hmm.
she just passed away. But we took our friends Heath Hussar and Mariah there,
Yeah.
and I don't think they'd ever been there.
No,
Like,
it was their first time. It's like I feel like we're obsessed with it, but I love going there with people for the first time.
I know, and
It's like such a fun experience.
it's so interesting when you take somebody. So obviously, I mean, like I've been through this a lot before, but it's like you take your friend somewhere that you love, like
Yeah.
even if it's like a movie you love, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, say like you love Batman.
Yeah.
So it's almost like you want them to love Batman the same way you do.
Uh-huh.
So you're sitting there watching, you're like,
Like, oh,
yeah,
are they laughing?
Like laughing. So I was trying so hard not to do that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I
Uh-huh.
was like, I don't want to be that guy to be like, did you find that funny? Was
Yeah,
that hilarious?
yeah.
And they're like, dude, it would have been great if you didn't
fucking ask me every
keep
second.
asking.
I do the same thing, especially I want people to find videos that I think are funny. You
Yeah.
know, like I want to show people YouTube videos, but then you just have to understand that like some people just don't have the same sense of humor. But I think they enjoyed it.
It is interesting that I have to be in like the mood for someone to like show me something.
Me too.
Like you and I know each other's sense of humor really well.
Yeah.
But I'll be like doing a session and somebody's like, we'll bring up a joke. Like, oh, did you see that video?
It's like
And
I
I'm
can't
like,
watch a video right
I
now,
don't know.
bro.
And they're like, no, it gets funnier. And then you watch the whole video and then it might not be funny. And you're
Yeah.
like, I swear it was funnier than that. Or you end up being like, oh, this is hilarious. I'm going to show a bunch of people now.
On the flip side, it sucks
Hit
when
or
you
miss.
want to show somebody a video and you think it's funnier, and then when you're watching, you're like, oh, I forgot it's not that funny,
Yeah.
and then you're like, oh, now I'm not.
Dude, I
present.
do that shit all the time.
Really?
Yeah. Like
Yeah,
whenever
I do
I've like shown you stuff even where it's
Oh,
just
yeah?
kind of like, I don't know.
And I'm just hardcore judging you.
You're hardcore judging me.
Yeah. Sorry. That's what I do.
Speaking of hardcore judging you, we happy birthday Zane Hijazi.
Oh yeah, it is his birthday. We're filming this on his birthday.
Yeah, we're gonna see him after this for his
Yeah.
birthday. But he had a birthday party last night at his place, and I just wanted to tell the story because there was a jerk
Yeah.
there.
Well, first of all, it was basically like invite everyone you know type of thing. And like it's crazy how many different like groups, there's like YouTube groups, like were there.
But yeah, anybody.
Everybody was there. And it was fun.
Yeah.
Like I like that. I like how different groups are there and like everyone kind of gets along for the most part.
But I mean, there was definitely a lot of people that like nobody really
Yeah.
knew.
Yeah. And I think this guy was one of those. I think.
100%.
Yeah.
You know why I know?
Why?
So this guy starts lighting up a blunt.
A
In Zane-
huge blunt.
Yeah, in Zane's house. And I'm like, I don't think this is going to fly. Like, I don't think he should.
I don't think
And
Zane
then
wanted smoke in his house.
Carly goes, is that a cigar? Like, to him. And he couldn't have. I think he rolled his eyes into Arizona.
I think so,
That's
too.
how far they rolled.
They're still there.
So he just, like, gives her the biggest, like, attitude, rolls his eyes, and then, like, hands her, like, the blunt tube. And she's like, oh, it's a blunt. That's crazy. And he was just like, yeah. Like, almost like, fuck you. Like, thought he was the shit.
Yeah,
I don't know.
and I was genuinely curious. I was like, is it a cigar or a blunt? I was, like, trying to be nice.
Yeah.
And he wasn't.
He was just being very arrogant.
Yeah.
And then, so I see Zane. I'm like, all right, Zane's going to see this guy trying to light up right now. Because you can start to smell it. Like, he's already starting to smoke it. And as he's doing that, that's when Zane was like, hey, and so it's this kid smoking and then his friend. And his friend is like the mediator.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll call him Blunt Kid. So Blunt Kid's friend is talking to Zane. And I hear Zane say, it's my house though. And then the kid with the blunt doesn't hear and he goes, is it his house though? If it's not his house, I don't give a shit. And I was like, who the fuck is this?
Dude, who says that? Like, no, who
So
cares whose house it
disrespectful.
is? Yeah.
If somebody's asking you like, hey man, don't smoke in here, can you go outside? And he's like, is it your house? Like, oh
Does
my
it
God, I was
matter?
getting furious.
Yeah, he was a dick.
So so then finally he walks outside and then I walk over to Zane and this guy Jeff and I'm talking to him and I'm like, what was that about? And like, whatever. And Jeff's like, I don't know who he knows. So I was trying to like figure out like why he was doing this. I don't know. And at the same time, thank God
He wasn't. Yeah, you weren't.
I
there.
wasn't there. Like, what did he say?
I was I was with my friend Mackenzie, and he was smoke. He went outside to smoke, and then he came back in with the giant blunt and like took a huge hit inside. And Mackenzie was super nice and was like, "Hey, I don't think he wants you to smoke that in here." And he leans over and like scratches her back a little bit while he says this, and he goes, "Oh, I do whatever I want, baby girl." And I was like, "This fucking dick!" Like, I wish I had the balls to like scream at him in that moment. But I think we were both shocked. We were both like, "Is this a real person?" Like,
Yeah.
what person says something like that? That's only like. I feel like that's only something you see on TV. Or like somebody would type that on the internet.
Yeah.
But it's real life. It was
I was
weird.
so frustrated.
Oh my God. He was so every time I saw him, I was like, this ass. He was like talking to a girl too. And I want to be like, hey, this guy's an asshole to the
Yeah,
girl.
I'm sure she figured it out real
Oh,
quick though.
of course. Oh my God. I want to know what he's like in like person. I mean, not in person, but like on a day-to-day basis. Like if he was just like,
Probably that.
unless he was like super fucked up and like that side of him just came out hardcore, or if
I
he's
feel
like
that's
every
him.
day, he's
That's
just like
every
at
day.
Target, like
it's every day, bro.
like where the fuck is his shirt? Why don't you have an extra small?
100%.
And they're like, oh, we don't have any in the back, but we have some down the street. And he's like, okay, well I do whatever the fuck I want, baby girl. So you better go get that shirt for me.
Scritches are back.
Scritches are back. Giving us some scritches. I like to say that about scratching dogs. I give it scritches. And he thinks it's really funny.
It's really funny. It's such a weird word, scritches.
Scritches. You guys like our baby dog?
But yeah.
Our baby dog. And then something happened with Dom there too, with you and Dom.
Oh my God, yeah, dude, I don't know. It was just like it came out of my mouth as no pun intended, but so our buddy David Dobrik did a video and he was filming people's reactions on, and he had told us that our other friend Dirty Dom, he goes by Dom Zagalitis, wanted to like try to get more famous, I guess. So he was like gonna put out a picture of himself with a penis in his mouth.
Like legit. You could
Yeah.
like see the whole thing. And he's done this before where he's like leaked things on the internet
Yeah.
so people would talk about it. Like one of them was like he was selling drugs to high schoolers, but like it was a setup photo.
Yeah.
And he's like, I didn't even do that. I don't know. So this was one of those things.
So he was like, oh, okay, if I leak this picture, like, this will go viral, and then I'll be known as that guy, but at least, like, whatever. I'll be, my name will get out there more, or whatever. So
Who knows?
David, I guess, convinced him, like, this is not a good idea.
Yeah.
Like, don't do this. So,
Thank God.
yeah, thank God.
Because a lot of kids would have seen that.
But we've seen the picture, and it's just
yeah,
like,
he showed everyone the
it's
picture,
crazy.
of course.
So we show up to the party and Dom's there and he has a mustache on. And I was like, I'll make a joke because I should say I didn't recognize you with the mustache on. But like instantly click onto like roasting Dom.
I love that.
And I was like, what's up, Dom? I was like, oh, I didn't recognize you without the dick in your mouth. And Scott turns to me and goes, that was really mean. And I was like, oh my God, I was just kidding. Like,
But
obviously
maybe,
it was a joke.
Do you think maybe Scott didn't see the picture, so he thought you were just
No,
saying
Scott.
that?
I think Scott's seen it.
Oh, that's I don't think it's that mean. I think it's funny in this like circumstance.
Or no, I think Scott was like, that's kind of fucked up.
Oh,
Like, 'cause
okay.
Just being like, oh, it is like fucked up.
Yeah.
Like, I was just like, I don't know, busting his balls, but like, I don't know, I thought it was funny.
Interesting story.
If I didn't know Dom at all, like, that would be so mean. You know what I mean?
Oh my God, yeah. Interesting story about Dom. When I like first met him, David would bring him around randomly, like the Denny house and stuff. And I would always be like addicted. Like he's just somebody I feel like you can just, I don't know. I have this thing with certain people that I feel like I can just mess with. But like obviously that person doesn't know who I am, or like maybe they're not that personality.
Maybe it gets you blocked on Instagram.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. But I was doing that. I would always do that with Dom. Like what you said, like stuff like that. I would just like say like, because his character was still like a shitty person on David's vlogs. So I'd kind of like banter with him. And then I
banter.
guess.
Okay, that's back and forth.
Kind of, but it was more like, he would like sit next to me and I'm like, oh, I don't know. I would just like say stuff.
Like shut him down?
Yeah.
Oh,
like
okay.
really fast, but
Yeah,
like he wasn't really doing anything. And I remember he told David, he's like, why is that Carly girl such a bitch?
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I don't like, I mean, I'm sure people say that about me maybe sometimes. I don't know. But I've never like heard myself called a bitch. I was like, oh my God, I feel so bad. So for like a while, I was very nice to Dom.
Because you know your intentions.
Yeah.
But
he doesn't.
it might not be coming across like if you never said like, I'm just messing. Dude.
Yeah, whoops. So I kind of learned my lesson, I think, a little bit. but I am a bitch, so.
He basically justified it with, he's a shitty person as a character.
Yeah, I know.
So it's like,
well, it's like I saw him in the vlogs, and I was like, oh, that's who he is. Which I mean, obviously he's like hyping it up for the vlog.
Yeah.
But yeah, oops.
So while we were there last night, we ran into what's his name?
Dante.
Who that was the first time I met him. Really, really nice guy.
Yeah. He's great.
And we were sitting there talking about that. And yeah, he was a Viner. I was like, dude, I remember you from Vine. Dante what?
Smith.
Dante Smith.
Yeah.
And he was really funny on Vine. I was like, dude, you look familiar. And I was like, oh, you did Vine. You know, so we were talking about that. And I was like, what do you do now? And he's like, I do a lot of day trading and like cryptocurrency and stuff. Robinhood is an investing app that lets you buy and sell stocks, exchange traded funds, options, and cryptos, all commission free. Robinhood strives to make financial services work for everyone, not just the wealthy. Not an intimidating way for stock market newcomers to invest for the first time with true confidence. I swear to God, I said to Dante, didn't bring up any of this with Robinhood, but, you know, Robinhood, they're our homies. So I was like, have you ever used the app Robinhood? He's like, yeah, all the time. And I was like, oh, it's good? And he's like, yeah, it's great. So Dante Smith approved. I told him, I'm going to quote you on this on the podcast.
I walked up to you guys and you were like, he uses Robinhood. And I was like, what? How did this conversation happen?
You know what?
Funny.
And what Dante and I love most, no commission fees. Other brokerages charge up to $10 for every trade, but Robinhood doesn't charge commission fees. Trade stocks and you keep all of your profits. It's easy to understand, charts and market data. Place a trade in just 4 taps on your smartphone, and there's news on the stock and analyst ratings people also bought. That's my favorite part of it. Robinhood is giving our listeners a free stock like Apple, Ford, or Sprint to help build your portfolio. Sign up at issues.robinhood.com. That's issues.robinhood.com. Thank you, Robinhood.
Thanks, Robinhood.
And thank you, Dante.
Thank you, Dante, for making that a smooth transition.
Yeah. It was just really funny. We were just like talking and he was just like, yeah, I do cryptocurrency and stuff. And I was like, I want to like call him on the podcast because he literally was just like, oh yeah, I love Robinhood.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, cool.
He comes in and reads for it every time.
Yeah. That's why I said, I was like, what if we just called you every time we have
Yeah. We have a recording of him talking about it.
That's funny. Then we went Christmas shopping today.
Yeah. Christmas like decoration shopping.
Oh yeah, Christmas decorating. Yeah.
Christmas decoration. Christmas decorating?
Christmas.
I don't know how to talk, really, so.
Holiday decoration shopping.
Yes.
That sounds so weird.
Yeah.
Sounds like we're about to transition to another brand deal.
I know, it does.
This episode brought to you by Santa Claus.
Santa Claus. Mr. and Mrs. Claus.
Santa Claus has been getting a bad rap this season.
Get it? Because rap, yeah.
Christmas rap.
Yep, I got that.
But we've been doing a lot of adult shit.
Yeah.
And,
it's fun getting stuff for our apartment, though.
it is.
I think. It's like fun to make it cute.
I think what makes me feel old is like I saw stuff. We went to Michael's and I was like, oh, that would be sick. Like, and you were like, that's like something would be in a grandmom's house. And I was like, fuck. She really hurt my feelings.
Well,
but
you
I'll
know
pretend
why?
like I don't care.
You know why I think that? I'm sorry.
No, I'm just kidding.
You know why I think that happened? Is because your mom decorates like a ton, and like you're used to like decorations from like your parents and stuff. And I feel like my parents didn't really decorate that much for Christmas. Like we'd have a Christmas tree.
Okay.
And what?
I just feel like you're shading my mom right now.
No, she's great. Like,
she is a grandmom, but you don't gotta like call her out like that.
No, it's just like she has
You
a
saying
cozy
my mom's got some old ass taste?
Yeah, she has some old ass taste. I said it, and now I feel bad.
No. No, I get what you mean.
Yeah, and like my mom would like decorate, but like not. She wouldn't like get what was that thing? It was like snow with all the houses and bridges and
That we saw at Michael's?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
A town?
Yeah, like
Like a
my
fake
cousins
town?
would. Oh, sorry, I just spit everywhere. Like my cousins would have that stuff, but we never had anything like that. So I'm not used to like
interesting.
decorations, but like yeah.
Dude, people call me out for, I always say interesting. Like, there's like a thing on Twitter that I replied to.
interesting.
And it's a picture of me going like that. I'd be like, oh, that's so interesting.
Were you about to say it now?
That's so funny.
Man, people are just calling you out.
You know what? I
Crazy.
love it.
I'm sure you do. Sounds like you do.
Before we go any further, I was not paid to say this. I just want to talk about it real quick.
Oh.
You can get tickets for Scotty Sire's tour at scottysire.com. I'm going on tour with Scotty. The weekend ride's opening, and then I'm playing with Scotty for his whole set. Toddy Smith's going to be there. It's going to be a great flipping time. Go to scottysire.com for tickets.
If you want to see
Hashtag
Bruce
no
perform,
ad.
you better freaking go.
No more shout outs for Scotty. He has to pay.
Yes. You give him a rate. Sure. But here's this.
Dates keep getting added. Some tickets have been selling out. So get them while they're flipping hot.
There's like 2 in Los Angeles, right? 3?
Yeah, the one day in Los Angeles is sold out. And now there's tickets on sale for the Roxy in Los Angeles. Doing, God, why don't I tell the cities, you know?
Yeah.
Come on, Bruce. This is your first tour. We're doing Chicago, Detroit, Toronto, Atlanta, Orlando, Dallas, Houston, Brooklyn. Twice. One of those Brooklyn shows sold out. Get tickets quick. Boston, and Sacramento, and Los Angeles. And
one of Los Angeles ones is already sold out, so.
Yes!
Better get your ticket.
We saw this comedian, Brody Stevens, and he goes, yes! It's
He's
really
an
funny.
oddball, but he's great.
Dude, yeah.
I can watch him talk. He should have his own podcast.
I think he might, or did.
Oh. Just didn't feel like it anymore.
I don't know. I feel like we should do research before we're like,
Yeah, probably.
He should probably do a podcast.
Yeah, I know. It's like, I've had one for 40 years.
Yeah.
But we should read some emails, huh?
Yes. If you want to send us any emails, advice, or you want to get some off your chest, whatever it may be, if you want to critique the way we do things around here.
Bruce talks
If you
or
wanna-
acts.
Compliment. If you want to break down my self-esteem even more than it is, I'm so sorry.
Uh-huh.
A couple of issues podcast at gmail.com is the email. And make sure to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter at Couple of Issues.
Yeah, and stay tuned, especially on our Instagram and Twitter, because we're going to try to think of something for next week for you to like email us about or...
We're not going to try. We're going
Well,
to.
yeah, we're going to, but we're going to post it on our stories and Twitter and stuff. So make sure you're following along on those so you can see. If you want to add to something, you know, if you want to be in our podcast, we'll talk about you. We'll roast you if you want. You know, we'll do it all.
It would actually be interesting to do like if people could send videos asking questions.
Yeah.
We could play it.
That'd be cool.
Or like audio messages. Ooh, we should get like a
I like
number.
audio messages because that editing with a video would be so hard for me.
Yeah.
I think.
We could. I mean,
Unless
we could just
someone
play
wants
it.
to edit our podcast for us.
We could just play it on a phone and just show the camera.
True.
Either way,
Janky. I like that.
follow Instagram at Couple of Issues, and we're gonna be pretty active on there. I tell you what.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, let's start these emails.
Yeah, I wanted to read you one first because this is very very recent. It's from our last podcast. It goes off of our last podcast.
Oh, okay.
The title of or the subject of this email is in all caps. Your podcast made my school win our academic team meet.
What?
Yeah. Oh, Zane's FaceTiming me. I'm worried that he's gonna go before 9 or something.
Let's accept. Let's see. Let's see what happens
let's
here.
See.
We might have to edit this part out.
It's okay.
Do you want to show him?
I know.
We put it up to the mic so they can hear.
His
He may be
Wi-Fi
in the
network.
hills.
Hello?
You're on a podcast.
What's up?
Hello?
Hi.
Happy birthday, Zane.
Dinner's at 9.
We'll be there.
We're going to dinner at 9.
What?
We'll be there.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye.
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 Hi, couple with a couple issues podcast. I love ya. It's my birthday. Hi.
Yeah, they know.
Bye.
Bye.
That's Zane.
Oh God, we gotta go. No, okay. The subject is your podcast made my school win our academic team meet.
That's only academics like
It's probably like math
Okay,
and English.
okay.
Yeah. So it goes, hey guys, my name is Madison. I'm 16 and I live in Alabama. My drive to school is about 30 to 40 minutes, so I like to listen to y'all's podcast while I drive.
on the way to school.
Yeah. Last week, I listened to your podcast where you talked about the new Bohemian Rhapsody movie. I'm not a huge Queen fan, so I learned a lot about the band listening to the last podcast, LOL. That same afternoon, after I listened to the podcast, I had an academic team competition. During the middle of the competition, we were trailing a good bit behind the other team. Towards the end, we were getting a little nervous because it was getting really close. Then, luckily, they asked 3 whole questions about Queen, and I got them all right because I had listened to your podcast that morning. I literally knew nothing about Queen prior to that day, so I wouldn't have known if I hadn't listened to your podcast. So thank you for helping my team win our competition. I love your podcast, and if you're ever in Alabama for some strange reason, let me know. LOL. That's so funny.
Can't play the best.
I love that.
That's so sick. Hell
Another
yeah.
one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust.
It's a koi bomb member. They won the meet.
Yes.
Hell yeah, that's so sick.
Yeah, it's so
we
funny.
stand a smart
You
koi
know,
pond.
things just happen for a reason, you know? That's just what happens. Okay, can I read another one?
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's just so funny to me that she knew it from the podcast, not from like the
I
movie.
know.
That's so
I know.
cool.
And like, what are the odds she listened to it that day?
Yeah, that's really funny. Hell yeah.
Okay, so
Hit
this.
me on with another one.
All right, this one's a little tricky. It's a unprofessional advice, I would say.
Okay.
Hello, my name is Blank, and I have a confession. I was having a
Hello,
sleepover.
Blank.
Hi, Blank. Love you. I was having a sleepover with my friend, and my friend had a tablet, and it was like under a pile of random stuff on the floor,
Tablet
like an
being-
iPad.
Oh, I thought it meant like a pill. Okay.
Oh, that's a
Too
that's
old.
a- but yeah, it's like an iPad. So basically, what I do, put my laptop under a jacket on the floor.
Okay.
Yeah. But anyway, I stepped on it and I felt it crack underneath me. So I started to panic. Mind you, my friend is sitting right in front of me and didn't notice. So I sit down and like stretch my legs, quote unquote, as I pushed it under my friend's bed along with the other stuff on the floor. So a couple months later, he talked to me that he found it under their bed cracked. They still don't know it was me. This happened probably 3-ish years ago. I don't know if I should tell him now or just wait till we're older. I still feel guilty about it. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it for that question. Like, should he tell
Whoa.
him now or should he wait? I feel like it's gone too far, so like I wouldn't bring it up ever again, unless it's like it's like
No,
weighing
I
on
would
you.
definitely bring it up.
Would you?
We're on opposite sides of this fence.
Yeah, I
think
I
it's
would wait
just
till
to
you're
get
older.
it
I
off,
guess.
just to get it off your chest. Well, I would feel bad. I mean, if it's a crack thing, like that person needs their tablet,
I know.
even though it's been 3
3
years.
years.
Maybe get him like a tablet for. You could probably get like one of the ones from 3 years ago.
He's like, thanks.
You know what I mean? Like get a used one
Yeah.
that's like not cracked and being like, sorry about your other one. And then it'll be like a funny story.
Yeah,
Because
that's
you got
true.
him a gift and then it won't be that expensive and you can laugh about it because you're like, technically I replaced it.
That's true.
Sorry,
That's funny.
it's been 3 years.
But what if he gets really mad at him though? Then like, what the fuck did you tell me that?
Don't want to be friends with that guy.
That's true.
Everybody needs a cracked
You know-
tablet joke.
Yeah, yeah. Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody has those days. You know what I love
is that?
more? Hannah Montana.
Oh.
Yeah, you wouldn't get it. Should I? Okay, let me go back into this transition. You know what I love more than my iPad?
What do you love more than your iPad?
I
You
love-
love your iPad.
I love my iPad.
Oh, I know what you love more than that.
What?
Clean fucking teeth.
Brushing my teeth. Literally, my only passion in life. The Burst Sonic toothbrush, guys. They didn't pay me to say this part, but I'm just going to say it's my most favorite toothbrush I've ever owned, and I'm quite obsessed with it.
That's true. They just sent us
Speaking
a
of-
second one.
Yeah, and we're stressed out about
it's
it. We're like, oh my God.
It's rose gold, and Carly wants both.
Yeah, it's rose gold, and it comes with a case. They don't want us to talk about this because it's new or something.
I know. We were talking about something else. Like it's the Burst toothbrush is in a case like on the table, and Carly's talking, and she just likes being like, it just looks so nice. And I was like, what are you talking about? She's like, the burst case. I was like, Jesus.
I love it so much.
So funny.
Burst Sonic Toothbrush. How do you say this?
Revolutionizing.
Thank you. The Sonic Toothbrush. Burst is the best oral care you'll ever buy, and that's freaking true. Best known for its charcoal-infused super soft bristles. The charcoal removes surface stains, and it is antimicrobial, which helps to keep the bristles hygienic for the lifetime of the brush head. Proven to remove plaque and stains without damaging enamel, which is very important, or your gums. So a lot of times if you get like a toothbrush that's too tough, it hurts your enamel and gums. Yeah, that stuff right there. This one, oh my God, I love this part too. I just love all of it. Longest battery life with up to 4 weeks use on just 1 hour's charging. Like, why can't our phones do that?
Yeah, we're going to Orlando for my birthday, and you can just
We're
charge
just going
it
to
before.
take them.
That's it.
And maybe charge it 3 weeks before that, and we don't even charge it.
Yeah,
Who knows?
sure.
Most endorsed toothbrush by dental professionals. Over 10,000 dental professionals have switched to Burst.
Dang.
Each brush comes with the Burst subscription replacement head program that sends you a new brush head every 3 months for just $6 each. That's incredible.
Swag.
That's literally like the price of a toothbrush. But you're just getting a new head, and then you get your Sonic tooth. I just can't do it.
Swag.
Go to burstoralcare.com to get your Burst Sonic. Oh, sorry, I thought this was fun. Go to burstoralcare.com to get your Burst Sonic toothbrush today. And with the Burst subscription program, you'll get a new replacement head every 3 months for just $6 each. If you use my code at checkout, COI, that's COI, you'll also get 10% off your order. That's burstoralcare.com with code COI, COI, for 10% off. Don't miss out on the special offer. It's a great gift idea for the holidays. You know, what's coming up like we just talked about. So I would get on that. If you know anyone that likes brushing their teeth, I would get them this because I am obsessed with it.
Shout out Burst.
Yep. Go to burstoralcare.com and don't forget to use our code COI, C-O-I. Thank you, Burst. Love that for us. You got an email for us, Bruce?
Bursting with joy.
Literally. I'm Burst Sonic caring with joy.
Yeah, I did. Hold on. I screenshotted. Screenshot?
Zane and Heath always say screen shoot, and I think it's wrong. I screen shooted it.
No, I think they're joking.
No. Zane will say,
that's really
I
funny.
screen shoot it. What?
Okay. Let's end with that one. Sorry.
Okay.
Okay, this one's funny. So she sent, I don't know if she wants me to show her name, but she sent a picture of us, and it's like the captioning.
Oh, yeah, the closed captioning?
The closed
On
captioning,
YouTube?
which like YouTube, I guess, automatically does. So she said, so I always turn the subtitles on just because sometimes with my son, I tend to have my volume pretty low while he's napping. While YouTube's automatic captions are not so accurate. However, they are hilarious. I noticed random captions the last few podcasts, but finally captured it so you guys could see it. Apparently, whenever you say your friend Vardon's name, our friend.
Yeah. Our friend
Our
Vardon.
good old buddy, old pal. YouTube translates it to fart on.
That's funny.
So the last time it came up with, we love to fart on man with Disneyland. Good.
I'm like, no, I remember saying that.
No, I for sure, yeah, you said,
Yeah, I did
we
say
love to fart on man with Disneyland.
Yeah.
Good. I'd be like, get the fuck out of the 7-Eleven. You're nuts.
Yeah.
It makes absolutely no sense, but it literally, or I literally
Hello?
couldn't stop laughing and just kept replaying this part. Lord, I'm for real about to start Koi Pond Crazy Caption segment.
That's a good idea.
That's actually a really good idea.
a good
That's
idea.
really funny. You know what?
What's up?
Closed captioning.
Yep.
I do love that. Like on Facebook.
Closed captioning? Oh, like when you're scrolling through. And
When I'm scrolling through and I
Yeah.
don't want to click it and be loud, like just being able to read. And it is a great little addition.
Yeah, so you don't have to turn the sound on, especially if someone's sleeping next to you.
Yeah.
All right, this one says, please help your girl out. I'm moving in with one of my high school friends next year. Do you have any advice for us so we don't end up hating each other? Because now I live with a girl I met in college, and I hate her, and I can't wait to move out. I think
Start that again?
I'm moving in with one of my high school friends next year. Do you guys have any advice for us so we don't end up hating each other? Because now I live with a girl that I met in college, and I hate her, and I can't wait to move out.
She met a girl in college. They moved in together.
Yeah.
She's now moving in with a friend from high school.
Mm-hmm.
She's backtracking a little bit.
Yeah, but that's okay.
She's going further
Yeah.
back.
For the back. True.
Afraid she's going to hate her.
Yeah.
We need context clues.
I know we do need context, but I think for like majority, if you're gonna move in with a friend, I think it's really important to talk about like food situations. Like, hey, I'm gonna buy my own groceries, you buy your own, or like I don't mind if we like go together and we'll just like split it and we can eat whatever we want, because that can be like a huge thing. Like that's one of the most annoying things probably about living with someone. I've never had this problem actually, but like if you buy groceries, I've heard it a lot though, where somebody else is eating your stuff all the time, or like I don't know. You've had that, yeah.
Had that.
I think that's really important to talk about, and I think it's before you even decide to move in together or like officially do it. And I think it's really important to talk about having people over, because like maybe you don't care.
Other friends come over?
Yeah, like maybe you can sleep through anything and like you don't care, and maybe she has to have it silent after 11 p.m. so she can go to bed, stuff like that. So it could cause a lot of resentment if like one of you is doing something the other doesn't want, but maybe you're too afraid to like bring it up.
Yeah.
So I think it's just important to like have ground rules, and it might feel weird to like do that, but it's going to benefit you guys so much. Yeah, I don't know. And just,
100%.
like, things that you can think of, or, like, if you get a boyfriend, like, I don't know. Like, I don't want him, like, living here without paying, if he's here 6 days a week
that shit,
type of thing.
yeah, you're going down a great checklist. Because that's all the stuff that happens. It's communication.
Yeah.
It's not being passive-aggressive. I've heard so many horror stories of people hating each other because one person leaves a note, like, maybe clean these dishes up, smiley face. It's like, maybe you should just, like, even just, but... Then again, it's like some people are just sensitive, so it's like
it's hard.
If like say we weren't dating, right? But we lived together.
Okay.
And you leave dirty dishes in the sink all the time. I clean them, you keep leaving dirty dishes. I'm not even using these dirty dishes.
This is real life right now.
and whatever. So I have the option to text you, hey, would you mind just maybe we can alternate cleaning the dishes because I've been doing it the past couple weeks, whatever. You might read that as, hey, I've been doing the dishes for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
As you know what I mean? Like I've heard those stories where like my friends are telling me like what their roommate said, and they're like, hey, maybe if you didn't do this and this and this, but if you put that voice on, obviously, but it's like, it's communication.
It is. That's another good one, like doing dishes. My favorite thing has always been just like when I lived with Aaron and Ariel, like all our roommates, like we would all just like do our own. Like we would just whatever and put it in the dishwasher. Just so like with 3 people especially, it's hard to
do your own, like separately, like, oh, I use this plate, so I'm cleaning
just like
that.
after, like if I would make dinner, I would just like scrub out like what I used and put it in the dishwasher, or like, you know what I mean? Or like just get rid of it right away. That way it's not building and there's like 3 different people.
But I remember at your old place, there were times where it was built up. So
yeah, there was.
What would you do then?
It's just weird. It never got like to an intense moment. Like me, Aaron, like Aaron and I would just do it, and it wasn't like a big deal.
These dishes aren't gonna wash themselves.
Yeah,
this is getting intense.
And sometimes I wouldn't mind just doing them all because like I was in like cleaning mood or something. But if it happens over and over and over, it's probably gonna get a little resentful.
Carl couldn't have said it better. Ground rules, just like setting up stuff to, especially things that you now live with and you hated this person. So, like, coming at it from like a positive light instead of going to your new roommate and being like, I hated when my old roommate would do X, Y, Z. Because
for sure.
The girl you're telling that to might be like, well, actually, I really like having friends over late, like you're saying. So it's like just finding common ground.
Yeah.
And the shared space thing is huge. So
yeah.
Literally, I feel like we'll call it Carl's checklist. Get out of Carl's checklist.
Chex mix.
Get out Charles Chex Mix, make a Carl's checklist.
You're welcome.
With a Charles Chex lisp. I don't know.
Thank you.
Next. Yeah, I think that's very good. Maybe get a whiteboard with checks, marks.
Yeah, figure out chores and shit.
Alternate weeks is nice too. Yeah. Hi, Carly and Bruce.
Oh,
whoops.
She's a singer.
Wow. Check me out on ScottySicom.com. We'll be on tour.
Will you sing that?
Hi, Carly and Bruce. Please don't say my name. It's Benjamin. It's not Benjamin. I'm a big fan of the podcast, and I could really do with your unprofessional advice. This weekend, me and my boyfriend broke up after he met someone else. Yeah. We had been together for nearly 9 years, and I just don't know what to do. I feel so alone and hopeless. He said he hasn't seen a future for several years now. And when I was 8, and I feel like I've wasted my 20s. We got together when I was 18. I'm 27 now. I'm so angry and hurt, but I really want it to work. I can't pretend I've been the easiest person to live with, but I've tried so hard to be better. Do I cut my losses and move on? Do I hold on and hope it's a blip in the road? 9 years is just too long for me to want to just give up. Thanks so much.
Dang.
Blah.
So you literally just found somebody else after 9 years.
But knowing for a couple years.
Yeah. I don't know. That's crazy. I mean,
What would you do?
I'd be like her. I'd be so hurt, but I feel like I'd want to like keep. It's like so much of your life. So it's like, how do you just let that go? But I think if this was me and I got back together, I would be so insecure the whole time.
Yeah. That's
So
the
I
hard part.
don't think that it would be, unless you guys got like therapy, like couples therapy, and you figured out like why he was checked out, that kind of thing. God, that sucks. Just knowing you found somebody else, like that would just make me insecure for literally the rest of my life if we were together still.
Yeah, I feel like if I were you, the hardest part is like you kind of have to let go.
Yeah.
And move on, because if it was meant to work, like their timing will come up again. Because you don't want to waste another year like trying to get this guy back. Then you do, and like exactly what you're saying, you like almost like kind of resent him. You're insecure.
Yeah.
You're afraid any girl that comes up, like he's gonna want to be with in the future.
Yeah, or like imagine you like see a DM on Instagram from a girl, you're just gonna assume, or like a text or
and
anything.
be like, well, he might wait 2 years and then try to be with her.
Yeah.
It's really tough, but I would say like my personal advice would be to just, it's really hard. And like, I understand the frustration. And it's like, you put so much time into this and then you're like, that was a waste. And like, I don't think it was necessarily a waste. You know what you like, you don't like. And it's tough right now because you're really in it, but give it like a few months, take a step back.
Yeah.
Because you do you.
You might be like, and I think it's good to like allow yourself to be sad and like literally allow yourself to mope and just lay in bed for like a couple days or, however long you need. But
unless you got to go to work.
Unless you got to go to work, then you got to go to work.
Go to work, and then do that.
I think it's it's good to view it as, well, maybe in like 6 months I'll be happier and like doing better and find somebody who's not going to like have these insecurities with me, rather than, well, if it does work out in 3 years, I might be in the same position. You know what I mean? It's like,
True.
It might get better. It might suck now, but it's for the rest of my life I'll feel better about it. Otherwise, I'll fix it now, and then for the rest of my life I'll be insecure about it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. But I mean, obviously it's easier said than done. Like, if it were me, I would be like, I'm just going to lay in bed and stare at the wall forever.
Yeah.
It's just a tough situation, especially after 9 years.
9 years is a lot. Like, obviously, there's so much like attachment, and amidst not only was it like a boyfriend, obviously that's like your best friends at that point.
Yeah.
Like you do everything with that person for 9 years. It's going to take a bit to, get over that, but we're here for you.
Yeah. We're here.
We're here every week.
We're here.
Every
couple
Monday.
of issues podcast at gmail.com.
We're here. A couple of issues podcast at gmail.com every Monday on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Every Wednesday on YouTube.
Yeah.
You can subscribe and we'll be there.
This is a really great way to plug our stuff.
I know we're like using your sadness.
I'm sad? Listen to our podcast. No, yeah.
Seriously though,
we're just fucking around.
Every time I'm sad, I fucking listen to podcasts.
Me too, yeah.
I listen to Joe Rogan. I listen to Congratulations with Chris D'Elia.
That one always makes me. Chris D'Elia's podcast is one of the only things I can like listen to when I'm like really down or something that will make me laugh.
Yeah.
Weird, right?
It is interesting. Or I'll watch or listen to Up and Vanish, which is a great podcast with Payne Lindsay, which he has a show coming out on Oxygen.
Oh, shit.
My friend just told me about, so I'm so excited. So it's going to be a visual thing.
Yeah.
But it kind of takes you out of it for a bit.
Yeah, for
It's
sure.
nice.
It's nice. But follow my boy here at Bruce Wigner, WIEGNER, on all social media platforms.
And follow my girl here at Carly Encontro. That's WIEGNER.
Hey.
No, I'm just kidding.
Sorry, I don't remember I was getting married.
INCONTRO.
Good job.
That's MIC. It's like INC.
ONT.
I can't spell it like that.
I got it. INCONT.
It's Carl. But make sure
Anyways.
to subscribe, follow. And we're here every week. Shout out to Vistaprint, Robinhood, and Burst.
And check out our social media and see what we're going to ask you guys for next week.
We've been the oh, shit.
Oh, here we go. Take 2.
We'll start it over.
All right. The whole thing?
Welcome back to A Couple of Issues, episode 28. We'll cut this part out.
All right, cool. I'm like...
No, but that's it. Enjoy your Thanksgiving if you're in the States. If you're not, enjoy food.
Hell yeah.
Enjoy loved ones.
Love that.
We are thankful for you guys.
Thanks, guys.
And more importantly...